they were able to be supported with that peer support as well, to enable individuals to see what else is out there as well. So it's not just your traditional commissioned services that you can get from the local authority, but actually it stimulates some more of that sort of community solutions as well. That may well then change the culture and the perception of frontline workers, that there is that peer support that is out there as well. It's about having that trust, and it's about us being able to let go of things that we don't need to get involved in. That's the whole point of direct payments. We don't need to get involved in. It should all be about the individual being able to choose the services and the support that they require to meet their needs.
You developed some good ideas, you and Philip and other people, and then you started sharing them with people, and you talked to people in other parts of the country who were doing something similar, and we built up a network of knowledge between disabled people and disabled people's organisations. That peer support from somebody else who'd already been through it, I think, has been just so vital in not just the practical things like how do you employ someone safely, which is important, but it's also how do you think about how you take control in your life if you've been in a situation where that's not been possible, where you've been having other people running your life for you. So I guess for me that's the other part of what we've learned over the years about making all this stuff work.
I couldn't agree more. I think peer support is the essential ingredient, the essential infrastructure that kept us going. Was the ability to be able to exchange ideas with others, and when we got going, to have groups in local communities supporting each other. And the development of centres for independent living around the country was an incredible way of doing that. And if you remember, in 1996, when the National Centre for Independent Living started, then we had a national organisation that was able to bring in direct payment support groups around the country. And there was a real sort of revolution almost in so many groups coming up everywhere. And this is something, sadly, that has been lost over the last 10, 15 years, particularly in the years of austerity, when, there's been such an attack on local government and local authorities, with their budgets. Year in and year out, they've had them decreased. We've got CCGs and local authorities getting very suspicious about people using direct payments, and that because we don't have those organizations locally around the country as we did. And I really do think that governments and local authorities should look at those examples and see what has been lost, and realize there's a big support that is now missing in those communities to help people when they're living independently. Because, you can do it alone, but it's always much, much better to have a wider organization supporting you in your area.
Looking at what's going to make direct payments better in the future, I think we're both agreeing that support for those user-led organisations and that peer support approach is perhaps the biggest thing to be done, and as part of really trusting disabled people to take the lead in this, and trusting disabled people to support each other, and trusting disabled people to support themselves in terms of working out their own care packages.